Let me please now announce our last presentation for the evening. This is by our dear friend Amit Singhi. Amit is the director with IBM Research and he's going to be presenting on AI for business. This is an extremely relevant, interesting topic and I request Amit to now please come on the stage. As Amit is getting clued on, folks, request you to please keep a watch on time. There are lots of interesting things planned for you, so please keep a watch on time. Thank you very much. Over to you, Amit.
Okay. So, thank you everyone for this opportunity and thank you to actually all the panelists in the previous excellent conversations because once my slides are up, I can say that this slide is basically now redundant because if you remember the panel on unlocking the potential of generative AI, I think that panel makes such an excellent case. And on the one side, there is exciting technology, pick your favorite AI bot out there, amazing things that it can do. On the other side, you have all these challenges to actually unlock it for your business. Because the reality is that the AI bots out there, they have seen a lot of data, but it's basically a subset of the data that Google searches have. And I think we'll all agree you cannot run your business by doing Google searches. Nor can you answer your HR questions by doing Google searches. Right? You need to get that in-house on your data in a trusted, controlled environment. And that is the challenge that the panel really set up and which is perfect for me because that's what we're going to look at. How can you address this challenge? So we'll start with this notion of foundation models. That's really the fundamentally new kind of disruptive technology in these AI models that powers these generative AI and large language models. If you look at traditional AI models, I think all of you know there was a task, okay, I need to forecast prices, I need to detect something in an image. You train a model for it with thousands or millions of data points, right? That means you have to wait months before that model became good enough for that task. So it takes time to get value out of that approach. What foundation models do is they are trained on a humongous amount of data. They look at everything possible that you can feed it. But then you can apply it to many tasks. And so that upfront investment you do gets amortized as you keep adding more and more tasks to it and using it across your business. That is the key differentiator here in terms of the value. The other thing you can do is, once you deploy it, you can prompt it. You can use different ways of asking questions to make it do different things that you did not even train it on. This is the emergent behavior that these models have. And I think many of you know it, but I thought this is important context. But to bring it in-house, what's really important is you need an environment where you can bring your data together with any third-party data, whether it's public or procured, to drive this entire exercise and build these foundation models in a controlled environment with a data and AI platform that can scale to the humongous amount of data that you need to feed to these things. Right? We're talking terabytes and terabytes of data here for them to be effective. And tooling that makes it easy to train these things, to validate them, to fine-tune them, to prompt-tune them, to prompt engineer them, because not every company is going to hire 100 PhDs, work for 3 years to set this up. Right? And that's where, and we're going to talk about it, IBM, and I'm very excited about it because our teams have been involved in building it. We have built this capability called Watson X, which is an evolution of the AI platform for this disruption. Right? And there are key parts to it. There's WatsonX.ai, which is really the part of the platform that gives you the tooling to train and tune and use and deploy these models in-house. There's WatsonX.data, because now you're talking about these large-scale data and you really need to govern and manage this data and prepare it for training these models. It cannot be just done with an army of data scientists. You need 3 big data pipelines and a scalable environment that uses technology from the best technology for scaling data processing. And the third part is WatsonX.governance. Many people talked about governance and knowing how to control these things so that it doesn't hallucinate and give random answers to your employees or customers. And being able to trace the IP, who's responsible of the outcome. You need to trace back where did the data come from. Right? These open bots will not give you that traceability. That's what this platform enables. Of course, it's built on Red Hat OpenShift, so it's completely portable, whether you put it on-prem, you put it on a public cloud, you put it across them, hybrid. The platform doesn't change because the deployment model is exactly the same. And we are building our products, we are enhancing our products in IBM with the same platform. Right? We are infusing foundation models in all of these products. And it's the same platform that is being made available to our clients. So these are actually battle tested because in IBM we are not going to be building these products with these open AI bots and public data. We need the same kind of governance and scale inside. Right? So I just want to take a minute to call out maybe a little bit of a technical terminology so that it's useful for everybody. You may have heard about large language models or LLMs. Typically that's a subset of foundation models that deals with language, which could be code or voice or text, dialogue, conversation, those kind of things. But the concept of foundation model extends well beyond that to many other data domains that are relevant for enterprises. Whether you look at geospatial data, cybersecurity data from all of your endpoint devices, business process data, IT data, even molecular and chemistry data. So, and having an environment like I showed you before, in-house, allows enterprises to experiment with all of these things and really scale this technology. So let me skip ahead from the use cases because I think many use cases were already discussed and just spend a minute and a half sharing this very exciting experience of how the Watson X capability works. Go a little bit behind the scenes.
IBM's next generation enterprise studio for AI builders, WatsonX.ai. With WatsonX.ai, you can train, tune, and deploy models with ease. Until recently, AI models had to be trained to perform a very specific task. But now, with the power of foundation models, you can build powerful AI applications in a fraction of the time, with a fraction of the data. In our prompt laboratory, you can guide models to meet your needs. With easy-to-use tools for building and refining performant prompts to achieve your desired result. If you want to further customize, you can tailor models to be even more accurate for your business's use case. In our tuning studio, bring in data sets and tune your model with as few as 100 examples. We provide state-of-the-art tuning methods that you can set up with just a few clicks. Now it's time to put your model to work. Create an enterprise-grade deployment and start building your application. That's it. With WatsonX.ai, your team is empowered by a collaborative environment that streamlines workflows throughout the AI lifecycle. Multiply the power of AI for your enterprise. Practical, efficient, and easy to use. WatsonX.ai.
So of course we are very excited and I want to leave you with this message. Don't rely on the Google search counterpart. Put AI to work with your data for your business.